Looky where I find you. CC's on your shoes, oh yeah. Fuck a bitch, I get her hyped up. I make that pussy sing like opera. I be that nigga that be always out the way. I put her on, she see who running all the plays. Want a nigga that can keep it on the low. Fuck a good, I have her screaming for some more, yeah. And tell your ex he better stay off. Got that Rocky with the clip, it in my pocket, ain't the playoffs, nigga. No debate, I'm about to take off, nigga. Yeah, rollin' with them hitters, yeah, them LA dealers. She wanna hold it, control it. Rapping how your body move in motion. Sexy, beautiful, is in your portion. And your pussy elevated like the ocean. Tell me, baby, now what you used to. Tell me, baby, now what you used to. Little baby, now what you used to. Baby, this ain't what you used to. We can take it slow. Nobody gotta know I be rockin' on the side. Rollin' your city, girl, we can catch a nice vibe. Baby, you poppin' and I ain't even gotta lie. Touch your body, make a nigga go crazy. Pop that pussy for a nigga like me. Get the money, baby, stay out the way. If I fuck you, girl, you know you gon' stay high. I been out here on my own. I'm the fucking bitch and keep her on the low. Got a bad bitch from head to toe. That's my little baby, man, she cold. Me, you don't worry what I do. You know them niggas on your dick, don't let them ride you. And if your friends wanna come, they can slide too. Tell me what you wanna do, nah. Tell me, baby, now what you used to. Tell me, baby, now what you used to. Little baby, now what you used to. Baby, this ain't what you used to. Got you going places. Pull up in that foreign, got your heart racing. LVs on your shoes, got you looking tasty. So amazing, all of these weak niggas try to play you, nah. I know you good, I know you get it by yourself. I know you self-made, don't need no one else. Baby, fuck what them names say. Come over here, swing my way. I be in your city like two. Pull up in the 40s with the Prince all blue. Can't fuck with groupies, baby, why I chose you. The last was a lame, but that's why he hold news. I can show you all the things he ain't did with you. 3 shopping carts, we hit them all, I'm going big on you. You wrote it down, this shit forever, ain't no kill switch. That's some real shit. Call me late night, I'll pull it real quick. Fast lane living, you know just how it go down. And I don't ask for much, baby, just stay down. I want your love, baby, just be around. And I'ma ride for you, girl, I'ma ride for you. He don't even treat you, got you going places. Pull up in that foreign, got your heart racing. LVs on your shoes, got you looking tasty. So amazing, all of these weak niggas try to play you, nah. I know you good, I know you get it by yourself. I know you self-made, don't need no one else. Baby, fuck what them names say. Come over here, swing my way. First thing first, KB. Get soda, honeys, dummy. Can't fuck with no bitch that ain't about the money. That's bummy. Bottles on bottles, we getting dummy. You love me, you ain't gotta tell me unless you really for me. What's up with it? Designer on you, cold, you go get it. I'm deep inside, you know you're so I hit it. I'm so for real. That busy day like any rain, girl, you know you do. Yeah, he don't even treat you, got you going places. Pull up in that foreign, got your heart racing. LVs on your shoes, got you looking tasty. So amazing, all of these weak niggas try to play you, nah. I know you good, I know you get it by yourself. I know you self-made, don't need no one else. Baby, fuck what them names say. Come over here, swing my way.
Yeah. I like that right there, though. Man. That's a nice joint right there, man. We're going to have to talk about that a little bit while we up in there. You are tuned in to BU Radio, and you're at the right place at the right time, listening to the right show. We got the right host interviewing the right guests only for the right listeners. And if you are listening with your boy today, you are most definitely the right listener, and we appreciate you. Welcome to Living Your Best Life. Now, I know some of y'all are wondering, some of y'all listeners are wondering, like, Trail, how many shows you got? You know, I only have one show on the network. You know what I'm saying? However, anytime we get a new show that comes in, we like to do a little introduction. You know what I'm saying? And this gentleman I'm getting ready to introduce don't really need an introduction, because I just found out he's known all over the city. You know what I'm saying? Doing a lot of things. He didn't help a lot of people and put a lot of people on the map. He's mentored a lot of young people and old people. You know what I'm saying? And he's a life coach, and he has a program that we're going to talk about today. And I want to welcome John Kirtley to BU Radio. How you feeling, my bro?
Oh, man, blessed. Totally blessed, very humbled at this time.
Hey,
man. For this opportunity. Truly appreciate you.
Listen. So I was introduced to you by a really good friend of mine who's also a life coach, Ms. Amber, Coach Amber J. Yes, indeed. Really good friend of mine. And she told me about you. She told me about some of the things that she's heard. You do online and stuff like that. And so we had a chance, we talked briefly, and then you sent me over a video of somebody who probably like a couple weeks prior did a show right here in the studio. Shout out to Just B. All right. Doing big things. Another person all over the city interviewing people. His social media is blowing up. You know, doing really big things. And the one thing that stood out to me is he said, listen, you put me in the game. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, you know what? I need to do a little bit more research on this brother, because Just be out here grinding. You know what I'm saying? So let's start from the beginning. We know you was in the service.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
All right. I grew up right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Moved here from Oakland, California in the 8th grade. Went to middle school here, went to high school here, went to UNLV, then went to the military. Did 13 years in the Navy as a mechanical engineer. I was a chief petty officer when I left the Navy. Came out here to the real world and said it's time for me to make my claim. So I ran a couple of companies out here, Results Chemical Company, and then I was recruited into the financial services business. And I was a branch manager for Wells Fargo Bank for 13 years.
That's dope.
Greatest experience I've ever had working in corporate America. Really didn't know what it was all about. You hear about the things that corporate America does or what they don't do. But I think that was one of the biggest lessons in leadership that I ever came across. I was fortunate enough to, after the military, get into the banking. I did some volunteer work with the PTA, Nevada Parent Teachers Association. That kind of really set me up for a lot of big things that came after that, especially when it came to public speaking. I ran some different programs here in Las Vegas, Nevada with our PTA team.
Wow.
I've spoken all over the United States at conventions. I've taught classes and workshops at conventions with my best friend, Mr. David Flatt, who actually pulled me into the PTA, into the Nevada Parent Teachers Association, and say, we need your kind of leadership here. Will you come work with me?
Wow.
And now when somebody say come work with you, you think it's some pay involved in that. But not in PTA. It's all volunteer. And I did that for 6 years. And it was some of the greatest 6 years I ever had, spending helping the families and the children of Las Vegas, Nevada. I also had a program called Watchdogs, which was a national program, part of National Parent Teachers Association. And we spoke in schools, and we got dads back into the school so they can understand how important the bass in their voice was and being engaged with their children. You know, moms are always invited into the schools, but dads got to struggle to get in there.
Absolutely.
Well, we flipped that in Las Vegas years ago. Now we have more male PTA members, more men back into the schools, helping their children learn how to not just survive, but how to thrive in the education process. And them being parents, knowing how important it is for them to uplift their kids. And both positive people, mother, father, whatever the relationship is, uncle, best friend, baby daddy, whoever it is, that if you're feeling a positive impact in your children's life, they will succeed. Yes, sir.
No doubt. I seen that you put a post up. I think this was maybe a week ago or something. It may have been a little bit longer, but you had put a post up and just said, "Hey, how many people on this timeline have I been a blessing to?"
Oh, yes, indeed. Let me speak on that right there.
That timeline went crazy.
Yes,
I was
did.
like, wow, that timeline went crazy. Shout out to Wong Lorraine, you know what I'm saying? Near 215 up in the building, getting ready to head out, man. They did a great show. But, man, that timeline went nuts.
Oh, man, it was great, you know, and that's from coaching. You know,
Wow.
I always told anyone that worked with me or for me, because we doing it together, hey, I coach from my feet, not my seat. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? You cannot win from being in your office locked in and not being out there with your clients, being out there with your team and leading them and showing them what they need to do to be successful in the business that we was doing. All those people on that timeline, I mean, it was a lot of people that might not be on my Facebook, but the ones that did, I think it was like 70, 80 people, was like, you always leave an impact that we never forget.
Wow.
Whether you're coaching us for leadership, whether you're holding us accountable, but you always tell us the why. Because if I don't explain why I'm holding you accountable, you're going to continue to make those same mistakes. And mistakes is money, so we don't want to mess up our money, so let's keep going.
Keep that money right.
Yeah.
You know?
But that was one of the best pleasures I think I've had, was coaching my teams in corporate America, working in the banking industry. Leadership is where I've learned most of my leadership from, and then reading outside books. Man, my library has about 74 books in it, and they're leadership books, and I give them to other people because I don't want to hold all this information to myself. I want everybody to get some of this information. I have a few friends that are real close to me, about 25 of them. I'm blessed to have 25 best friends. Not everybody can say that, but it makes a difference in my life. And just having the opportunity to coach them and they coach me, and we all work together because we all have a same goal, just to make everybody the best we can that we come in contact with.
No doubt. Real quick, what made you go into life coaching?
Okay, so what happened was, a friend of mine, we was having a conversation, and they like, Kurt, everybody we talk to or run into, they say you always teach them something about life skills, how to be better, how to stay positive. Like my tagline that I always say, I never have a bad day, I have a bad moment. And then I have to keep it moving, you know, because I'm a servant. God blessed me to be here this long to still serve the community, whether it's in my business or anything like that. And Las Vegas is my home, and I love Las Vegas. I tell everybody I live like a tourist here. It's just the greatest place to be, and everybody wants to come to Las Vegas at one time or another. You know, so having the opportunity to get into my roots in the community here and work in 89030 zip code and things like that has just been a blessing.
Wow. I'm sitting up here looking at the numbers on Facebook go up and down. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Do me the biggest, hugest favor. If you're on there, if you can go ahead and share that live stream right now, share it to all your homies, share it in all your groups. Just share. BU Radio is doing some pretty big things, and we got some things happening, you know. And speaking of BU Radio, you know, you making your radio debut.
Yes, indeed. You know, it's a great opportunity. When Amber said, hey, you ever thought about getting on the radio? And I said, well, I did a few years ago. Back in, me and Commissioner Weekly used to do a little morning show on the book club. But I said, I haven't done anything like that. She said, they waiting for you.
Absolutely.
They waiting for you. I said, okay. And then she hooked me up with you. And I've been excited, man.
One thing I can say, man, and when Coach Amber J tell you to do something, you just gotta go do it.
Yeah,
don't argue. Don't say nothing back. Just, hey, you know what? You're right, Amber. Let me go do this coaching thing over the radio. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Shout out to Amber. She has a show also here on BU Radio, Key Talk Tuesdays, every Tuesdays at 8 p.m. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. And man, she got some nuggets for y'all as well. What made you think about radio? What was that thing after you heard Amber, give you the little push? What made you think, hey, radio might just be that move?
It's because you can reach so many.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, and your platform builds. And the way my program, and I've set it up, is it's going to be amazing. Every week, every month, we'll have a whole subject. Okay, so the first month we'll talk about personal development and personal growth.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're going to talk about, living your best life or getting your leadership things going and your family and your business development. So we're going to have a whole segment for a month on that. And then at the last week of each month, we're going to sum up that whole month. We'll be giving out T-shirts, for participation.
Hey, hold on. Let's slow that down.
Okay.
Free T-shirts. That's what you're saying right now,
yes,
right?
Sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
See, what other station you get some free stuff at? You know what I'm saying? Y'all better come tune in because there's gonna be some free stuff on this show right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed. And I just wanted to, another part of my development, I talk about being in corporate America and then being in the military, but my fraternity, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, that really molded me into my motivational speaking skills. I used to get video by one of my fraternity brothers that made me. And he said, this is what you need to do. You need to slow down here and do this. And that was like 19 years ago. And I'm still doing it. And everything he taught me, I just every year, I just get better and better. But truly, I believe in culture for service and service for humanity. And you asked me, why did I get into the life coaching business? Because I want to serve humanity.
No doubt. That'd be a dope show too, man, to come and bring, some of the frats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the sororities, to talk about, the lifestyle and the reason why each, fraternity exists. And, that'd be a hot show. You just, might want to kind of put that in the background of your thought process.
Okay, I got it locked in.
Say, listen, look, bro, I just got you for one show. Like, I'm about to have you all over BU Radio in a minute.
That's it. That's what we're going to do, man. We can make up some different ones, too. It's great.
Absolutely, man. So I want to go a little bit into the program.
Okay.
Let's go a little bit, and then we're gonna take it step by step, but just give them a little piece, and then I got a song that I want to go into real quick before you let all the whole cat out the bag. So just give them a little pinch of it.
So a lot of people know about my program called Kurt's House. It's called The Bed of Life. And for every bed of life, you have to have a foundation.
Yeah.
Whether it's a mattress, whether it's a pallet on the floor, whether it's a couch or anything like that, you got to have a foundation. So the mattress is the foundation. I tell my life story when I speak to the kids and other adults. I'm speaking in all these schools, and I tell them, if you follow these guidelines of the mattress, I guarantee you'll be successful. Because my mattress is the life that I live. I've been fortunate enough, like the M is going to break down to money, the A into attitude, and I go into positive attitude. Now I have a program, a life coaching program that is connected to my presentation. So usually when I speak about it, I just tell you a little bit about the acronyms and we go from there. But now each letter has its own program. When I talk about money management, because I was a vice president of Wells Fargo for 13 years.
Ooh, we're going to talk about that when we come back.
And things like that. So it works out really well. And all my programs are fact-based. They've been proven to work, and I want to give that to other people so they can see that we can take away those limiting beliefs that you have that says you can't or won't or cannot. No, we're going to take that away and say I can, I will, and I do. And that's the difference. And all my programs are based like that.
No doubt. So we're gonna dive all the way into the program, and then we're gonna also talk about your career with Wells Fargo a little bit, into the financial thing. But let's get into this music. This is DT 702, and this joint is called My Advice. This is BU Radio once again.
All right.
Potato sugar?
Yes.
Django isn't a slave. Django is a free man, you understand? You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Yearning for your validation. Validation. All in hopes I'm in the conversation. All in hopes. For so much of me into you. Can't believe I ain't never feel for me instead of you. I slide in the coupe. Fire, lose the roof. I die for the truth. Fire by no rules. They devils in cahoots. Drop a prayer on the screw. Got God on my side. How can I ever lose still? I wanna be humble, but I gotta flex. On them niggas. I don't wanna mumble, but that no respect. Respect me now. I do it my way. They say it's live. Live. If I sell my soul, what I got live. Because I don't need nobody else. I'm lying to myself. Not talking physical, dog, the spiritual. No. All these opportunities is higher right to tell. Gotta get them in them stairs, cause the timing never fails. My advice, keep moving. If not, you can lose it. Wasting time on the clueless. Knowing they can never do this. Back. Tell them pessimists they need to spine. Whack when they're paralyzed in the mind. I don't need nobody else. No, I don't. Tell my other self. What you say? You got God as your help. Just let it go and never dwell. My advice. Unless they good to you. My advice. Love in the middle, tell the truth. My advice. Sometimes you gotta break the rules. My advice. Stand for something or die for nothing. My advice. Flex on them if they hating on you. I would tell my younger self. Yeah. You should never go and let. Hypothetical. Fuck all opinions. Your validation and your acceptance. I never needed you. No, I never needed you. I never needed you.
Yeah.
No, I never needed you.
Woo! Y'all already know what it is, man. That was DT702, and that's that joint, My Advice. So right before we went into some music, man, you just dropped a bomb that I didn't even know about. You know what I'm saying? You just just threw it out there and just try to slide on past it. But you worked in the financial industry, and you said the vice president of Wells Fargo?
Yes, I was the vice president, and that's a title they give a branch manager. You
Wow.
earn that title. You worked your way up through from small stores to large stores.
But that's pretty big, though.
Yeah, it was a blessing. It was a blessing. I have nothing bad to say. That was my
Wow.
life, man. I loved
So
it.
tell us a little bit about that experience and actually what you did when you was working with Wells Fargo.
You know, I was a branch manager. I started out a banker. I was a banker for a year and a half, and then I was promoted to branch manager, and then I managed branches for 13 years.
Wow.
It's just retail banking. You have customers coming in that need solutions and help with everything you can imagine, and it's teaching your team how to take care of people and keep it perfect for them.
Wow.
Everybody needs help. Everybody needs to learn how to leverage your bank.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand. Our business bankers were amazing. They go knock on doors and get business and then help those people thrive in their businesses as much as we can. And you teach people how to come in when you don't need money and get the money that you need for your business then
Wow.
before you get to that point. And so coaching all these individuals, it's like your family.
Wow.
And the trust factor is just high because we're real ethical and everything is done a certain way. And that was one of the blessings that I did. And like you said, when I hit that Facebook and asked some of the people that used to work for me, you know, if you read that, it was a ton of things that talked about, you know, you changed our life, or you made me see that I can achieve anything that I put my mind to. And you pushed me along the way. You didn't just tell me what to do. You showed me what to do. I
Yeah.
will never ask someone to do something that I haven't done myself, so I can teach them.
Absolutely.
And they see me do it, then they won't hesitate to do it themselves. And so that blessing, I'll be honest with you, Wells Fargo was huge in my life. And then
Wow.
I left there and went to Chase and had a good run with Chase. And then I had some things going, but let me go back one more time to say why I became a life coach. So when you asked me that,
Yeah.
I was unfortunately, you know, like I always say, I have a bad moment, not a bad day.
Yeah.
But in 2003, I had a stroke and I was completely paralyzed on my left side.
Yeah.
And God told me, and I'll be honest with you, you know how you get the little dreaming or whatever, but God
Yeah.
say, I'm not done with you yet. He said, I'm going to test you one more time, and then I want you to go do what I'm asking you to do.
Absolutely.
And that's go out there and change people's lives. Because in 2006, I was back in the hospital for 3 months. I went from 235 to 175 because I couldn't move. I had gout real bad.
Wow.
If anybody know what a gout is, that arthritic disease. I can't eat shellfish and steaks no more and things like that. But it got me to look at my health, and at 56 years old, I walk 5 miles a day in about 52 minutes. You know, and that's great, and that's just what I've been doing, taking care of myself so I can stay here and still touch anybody. If somebody ever asked me, what gift do you think you gave the world? And I would say the gift of positivity and the gift of making sure that they succeed in their life.
That's big.
Man, it just, the kids that I work with now, I work for Youth Advocate Programs Incorporated. It's called YAP. And we work with children in the juvenile justice system. And so, you know, the backgrounds are very different. You know, they come from different families that haven't figured it out all yet, but they soon will. But we use wraparound services, so we give not only the clients, I give them life skills. I tell my clients all the time, I have you for 120 days, but by the time you're done, you're going to have all the tools you need to succeed. It's just up to you to use them.
That's really big. That's really big.
That's it.
One more. I'm gonna ask you one more question before we completely leave the banking situation.
Okay.
What was the difference working from Chase to Wells Fargo, or vice versa, from Wells Fargo to Chase?
You know, banking is banking. All that part's the same. Different kind of cultures. That was the difference. At Wells Fargo, we was fast paced. We was getting it in. You know, every single day. At Chase, very different kind of calm atmosphere. Still, the goal is the same, but you just got it in a different way. And so me coming from both of those and putting them together, I'm like, wow, now I have all the tools that I can leave the financial industry's field and start doing my own thing. That was the blessing, because you know, sometimes you don't go after certain things because you got this blanket or this security blanket and you feeling good and you living on top of the world. But if you take care of all your business, then you can make a decision to make that move.
Absolutely.
And it was the best move I've ever made. Man, I've learned so much. Working just part-time at YAP, that's what I do. And now I'm on the radio, and now I'm still blessing the kids. And I'm about to, you know, got my life coaching business up and going, meeting people like you, Amber, Brandon. And the thing is, we have a network of motivational speakers and life coaches. We all have different ways that we do our coaching, but at the end of the day, we all support each other. Now that's the real deal right there. When you can get people that's doing the same business as you and don't feel threatened, but want to see you rise, because when one rise, we all rise. Because only time I look down on another brother is when I give him a hand up. That's it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Pull them right on up.
You got to pull them up. Got to bring them with me, you know.
So tell them what they can expect from you every single week.
So every single week we'll have different programs. The first program of next week is going to be Kurt's house. It's going to be high impact. I'm going to give you some great information and some tips. But after you get those tips, what I'm actually looking for is people that want the other half of it. Because I'm going to give you enough to bite off of, but I want you to come to me and let me lay it all out to you, you know?
Yeah, because some of that stuff costs.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? You can't just give all the way the free game, you know what I'm saying? And then you can't give all the game in just an hour anyway, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all going to have to come through, and y'all going to have to hire him for the rest of the services, you know? He going to give you enough to let you know that, hey, it's out there and it's at easy access, you know, easy access for you. But you got to do the rest. You got to make that send that message, make that phone call, or send that email, whatever you need to do to get in contact with him. You got to make those moves. But you don't want to tune in to this. I'm gonna just let y'all know. I've had an opportunity to talk to him about some of the things that he's going to be sharing with y'all. Man, ooh-wee. There's some stuff that's gonna definitely be a blessing to you. And if you anything like me, you're going to be sending that message.
That's it. We got to send the message loud and clear, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So each week, you're going to be doing something a little bit different each week. But the last day of the month, or the last show of the month, you're going to be breaking down everything that you went through that month.
Exactly. It sums it up. And so each month you'll get a different focus programming. And so what it's going to keep people doing is like, wow, I missed that one. Where can I go get it at? And hopefully we'll have a library and they can go back and get caught up. But then they call me and say, well, I really like that program. What's it entail? Then we'll do an assessment.
Yeah.
We'll have another part of it that I work with another affiliate that does what's called a DISC assessment.
Yeah.
And it breaks down your personal, your whether you're aggressive, whether you're passionate, whether you're a coach. It's going to break all these assessments down, and what that's going to do is help me tailor my program and understand the person that you are. Because the better I understand my clients, the better they gonna succeed. And I only shoot for the top, man. That's it.
Absolutely.
I see you at the top. That's my best line right there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm trying to be at the top with you.
That's it.
You know?
Hey, we all going together. That's it.
Yeah, man. I really, I'm grateful for what you're getting ready to bring to the BU Radio thing, man. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk a little bit more about your system and kind of break it down a little bit more in depth. Let's get into some music right quick, man.
All right.
So I'm gonna play an artist by the name of Davion White. He got this song that I mixed right here at the studio. It's called Vision. So we're gonna get into that right now. Here's that Davion White, BU Radio.
You already know who it is, though. It's your boy Davion, and this another D White exclusive. I used to imagine that I had a mansion, the business be Spanish, you love how I talk. She like to walk around the house with no panties and show off them titties like in Mardi Gras. I'm pouring Sprite all up in the liquor. We popping champagne, I make it drizzle. Have you ever had a bad bitch to stand up on a handstand and make it jiggle? I had a vision that I was a baller, now I got the dough and I can pay the cost. Walk in the building drizzling like a CEO, cause nigga, I'm the motherfucking boss. Ball like a veteran, just know when I come, I'm prepared to win. This money I make on the daily, just know that you bum niggas cannot compare to this. I wanna star myself a movie, breaking records, watch a nigga do it. Spitting a fire like I struck the lighter and I didn't even need no lighter fluid. I play my cards to him like I'm Gampy, talking reckless nigga, get you trash can, stuffing money in between the mattress. Y'all can see me like I wear a mask. Cause I got a vision, dog. 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 Said I got a vision that I'ma see better days. Said a vision that I'ma get it. Said I got a vision that I'ma see better days. But I'm steady chasing the chick. Cause I got a vision, dog. 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 Said I got a vision that I'ma see better days. Said a vision that I'ma get it. Said I got a vision that I'ma see better days. But I'm steady chasing the chicken. No sleep, I've been up like 2 weeks. Tryna stay focused, thinking of ways that help me bring the dough in. Dropping these shots, tryna push it in motion. Putting in work so my days don't be hopeless. Ball on these niggas like my name was Kobe. If niggas can't feel it, they got no emotions. Hold up, the ice in my ears stay froze up. All work, no sleep, can't doze off. Came with a switch lanes in a Rolls Royce. Steady making this cash like a doughboy. It feels amazing. Plus I had a vision and people keep telling me that I am destined for greatness. They tell me that I'm destined to make it. Destined cause I got a vision, dog. 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 Said I got a vision that I'ma see better days. Said a vision that I'ma get it. Said I got a vision that I'ma see better days. But I'm steady chasing the chick. Cause I got a vision, dog. 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 Said I got a vision that I'ma see better days. Said a vision that I'ma get it. Said I got a vision that I'ma see better days. But I'm steady chasing the chicken.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, that was the homie Davion White. And that's that joint vision, man. Hey, and you heard it first right here on BU Radio. That's something that's haven't been released yet, but it's getting ready to be released really soon. So, man, y'all be on the lookout. We gonna be flying out to Texas to shoot the video. You know what I'm saying? So be looking out for that Davion White vision. Real talk on that thing, man. Listen, this is the moment right here. I want you to take your time and I want you to really just explain the system that you got going on and how it could be a blessing to everybody. So let's jump into that.
All right. Now, one of the things that we know is in any coaching, you have to have people that's willing to be coached. That's one of the first things. But what we do is we take away, most people have blockages, and they're called limiting beliefs. And they can't get over those hurdles by themselves because either they don't have the right support systems or things in place.
Yeah.
There's 9 resources, which is another program that I'll be teaching this month that we'll be going to. 9 resources that every person needs that don't even know what they are or know that they need them to move from one place in your life to another.
Wow.
Okay? So most people that come and want life coaches, that's what they're trying to do. So that program lines up those resources that they need. One of them is understanding finances, as I talk about financial literacy.
Wow.
The other one might talk about resources of support, whether it's a mentor, whether it's family, or somebody outside the family that when you need that person, they're there for you.
Wow.
Everybody doesn't have that. I find that a lot in the business that I do now, that some of these families, it's just them. They don't have any outside support. So whatever we can give them in wraparound services helps. So in my programs, I break all those down and help people identify that what changes they might have to make in their life to move forward. If they want that big house in Henderson and they want to drive that car that they want to drive, I show them how to get there, but it takes sacrifice. And that's what a lot of us, we want everything yesterday. But in real life,
microwave blessings.
Yes, sir.
Microwave blessings.
You know, we got to put in the work. And the first work is, now, let me tell you the difference. So you have trainers, physical trainers that train your body, right?
Yeah.
Get you in shape.
Yeah.
A life coach is a mental trainer.
Oh,
we
that's
train your
good.
brain. We train you to look at things in a different light. Everything that's negative doesn't have to be negative. It's just how you react to it. You know what I'm saying? Because we get to make choices. And when you choose to react in a different way and it works, now you're going to start doing that over again, and then it becomes a habit. And when it becomes a habit, it becomes a part of your life. You know, you can't do nothing. What they say, it takes 90 days to change a bad habit to a good habit.
Absolutely.
Man, I'll change you. I'll show you how you can change it in 36 days. Okay? Because it's a discipline behind it, and you have to hold yourself accountable. I'm going to be there to coach you. I'm going to be there to push you. And you're going to be held accountable because you came to me and say, I need help in this area. And so that's that relationship, because, you know, life is all about relationships anyway.
Yeah.
And so when you build those kind of relationships all over the world, I don't care where you at, because now we Zoom or whatever. So you don't just have to be here in Vegas, or I don't have to see you face to face. We can email and things like that. And everybody looks like, oh, it's going to cost this, it's going to cost that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the best investment in the world to invest in yourself.
Yes.
Because that's going to benefit you, your family, your children, and whoever else is close to you. Because once they feel that positive energy coming off of you every day, and they see those behavioral changes, now they want to know what's going on.
Wow.
And that digs in deep. And then you're going to tell somebody else, and like, hey, Life Coach Kurt did this for me, and he told me to do this, and I did it, and now look where I'm sitting. That's the blessing, when you can wake up every morning, or you can go to bed at night and know you gave 110% to every person you came in contact with.
Wow. So how do they get in contact with you so that they can start the program?
Well, the easiest way is you can hit me on Facebook at John Kurt Kirtley. It's Life Coach Kurt. You can hit me on YouTube at Life Coach Kurt, on IG at Life Coach Kurt, and at lifecoachkurt@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
So it's easy. All of them the same. Just hit Life Coach Kurt, one word, and then you can get in contact with me. We'll do an assessment and see where you stand. Then we'll put a plan together. And after you say you want this plan, I'm going to send you to an affiliate of mine that's going to do your DISC assessment. And that's when we start rolling. That's it.
And I'll say this, if you guys don't have a hard time getting a hold of him, y'all can go ahead and hit me at the BU radio page, and we will patch you right on in, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that you get what you need to get started, you know. Man, so you're going to be giving all this game every single week, Mondays, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
That's it. Every week. Don't be late. Don't tune in late. You might miss something. You might catch the Wong show before me and keep it going. Stay with us all because we all bringing it to you.
You know what? Just don't never leave the BU radio page. Just stay there because we got a lot of good shows. We got some morning shows. Shout out to Lynn Jasane. She doing her thing. Man, every Thursday at 7 a.m. You know, you got to wake up for that game right there.
Yes, sir.
You know, so we got a morning show up on this thing. Make sure you tune in to Key Talk Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Coach Amber J. And then the following day, go on and tune in to that show with me and my co-host, Shannon the Queen. You know what I'm saying? And we give you some game over there at That's My Producer, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we got a lot of things going on at BU Radio. We got a show right after that and then right after that. So there's 3 shows on Wednesday that's going to be popping. So listen, y'all want to definitely be tuning in to BU Radio. Man. So financial industry.
Yes, sir.
Coaching. You know what I'm saying? What else you got? What else you got? I know you just a mixing pot, like a gumbo, a whole bunch of different things. So what else you got going on there?
It's truly all about life lessons. One of the greatest things is I've been in so many different industries.
Yeah.
And being a life coach, when you got a little, a little something behind you,
absolutely,
it gives you so much more to offer to people because they haven't experienced what you've experienced yet. And so just like we do with our children, we try to tell them what they don't need to do so they don't have to have the same hurdles, get over the same hurdles that we have. But that's okay, because people sometimes it take them a little longer to figure it out that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just need to get on it and ride that wheel.
Yeah.
So other things I'll be talking about is passion and purpose, and we're going to break that down.
Wow.
And that's a whole nother thing because some people get those mixed up. When you talk about passion, that's emotional. When you talk about purpose, it's what the intent is and the why. Why do I do the things that I do? That's your why, and that drives you. Do I do it for my family? Do I do it for my community?
Yeah.
Or like I say, culture for service, service for humanity. Yeah. That's why I do the things I do because I don't want to leave nobody behind.
The crazy thing is once you know the why,
yes,
once you get that why in your spirit, it just make you want to work harder.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When I understood why I just don't want to start a radio, why do I want to start a radio? Right. Man, I want to build a platform to help people build their platforms.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a platform to the platforms. You know what I'm saying? And when I understood that, I could take myself out of the picture. It ain't for my personal fame. It ain't for my personal, even if I never did a show on my own station, you know what I'm saying? Just a platform for other platforms.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I wanted to do. And that's what we building over here. You know what I'm saying? And I know, I know that your platform is about to be huge. I mean, it's already huge. This is only going to just put a little sprinkle on the top of that thing. You know what I'm saying? The icing on the cake.
That's it. The icing on the cake. That's it.
Wow, man. So I seen you on the Just Be show. We talked about that in the beginning. You hit some nuggets. One of the other nuggets that I heard him say that you got him involved in is the public speaking element. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay, so that goes back to Clark County School District, and it's the payback program, professional youth building a commitment.
Yeah.
And what it is mostly, retired people or firemen or any field that you in, and you can tell a story how you got there successfully. And you can talk about the things that happened that you fell back on, but it's all centered around education.
Wow. Without
your education, it's kind of tough to make it to where you want to go because like everyone says, education is power. And so when I got the opportunity to get Jay Subs coming in and he started speaking, he came and watched me do a presentation in the classroom. And when we left, he was like, man, how do I match that? I said, you don't have to worry about matching somebody else. You just got to worry about being you. And tell the kids your story, and they will love it. And the same story that I do is the mattress, but I have it for young adults, I have it for middle school students, I have it for high school students, and I have it for adults. Because the mattress doesn't change, it's the philosophy behind it.
Wow.
Like I always say, I can
That's
give
big.
you the best plan in the world, but if you can't execute it, it's
Yeah.
just a plan, right?
Yeah, it's all about the
It's
execution.
all about the execution. I teach people how to execute their plans. Yes.
Do you find that some people are just hard to coach?
Oh yeah,
And-
and then when you get to that point, you be very gracious and say, I appreciate this effort and this challenge you gave me,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get you to where you want to be based on your limiting beliefs. Because if you
Yeah.
can't let go of those limiting beliefs, I can't coach you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And that's real.
Yeah,
Some
that
people
is.
don't want to change, and that's fine. Because that's your life. Somebody's waiting to be changed, and they waiting for me to come get them, or they waiting to find out that I have the ability to help them achieve things that they never thought they could achieve. When I talk about the difference between a manager and a leader, managers manage processes and people, but leaders inspire people to do things they never thought they could do. All you got to do is show them, be there for them, support them, and then that change will come. And then you give them gratification and that big hurrah, and I'm so proud of you. And that just makes them want to do the same things over and over again.
Wow. Now let me ask you this:
Uh-huh.
Are we gonna get some calls or some success stories that some of the individuals that you didn't pour it into that got some success out of what you've given them?
Yes, sir. Every week I will have 2 to 3 people that'll be able to call in towards the end of the show
Wow.
to tell their story, how that portion of the training impact them in their lives. Yes.
No doubt, man. Let's get into one more songs before we get ready to get up out this thing and wrap this thing up, man. We got Javon. This song is called "Wearing You Down," so we gonna get into that one right quick.
Playing hard to get, it makes me sick, but I understand. No, I don't blame you at all. Oh, I just need one night with you, and we can keep our clothes on. That's if we can. I'm trying to get next to you, but you pass on every moment. Turn down my invitations. Oh yeah. But I keep on trying. You'll come around. I'm wearing you down. And you could be my Laura. I could be your Urkel. Can't you tell I adore ya? You're nothing less than a miracle. You're a once in a lifetime, once in a blue moon, a shooting star. Yeah, I'd spend a lifetime just to be where you are, but you pass on every moment. You turn down invitations, and I don't know why, but I keep on trying. You'll come around. I'm wearing you down. And when your nose turn into maybes, oh yeah, I know I'm onto something. Oh, I know that eventually you'll come around. I'm wearing you down.
I don't know, it's something about that song that I just really love, man. It just got that little love vibe right there. Make you want to go meet somebody right quick, you know what I'm saying? And do that love thing, man. We want to send a shout out to the sponsors. Let's talk about the sponsors that we have right now.
Yes, indeed. We have 702 Braids for You, who keep my braids going every week. If y'all don't know Cindy Michelle, you need to get her information off of here and give her a call. I think her number. Check out her YouTube and her IG. Incredible fashion artist. She's absolutely incredible. And then the second one was over there, another one that does jewelry. It's Bougie Girls Vegas. Oh, that's my sister over there. She's incredible. The mail got kind of slowed up today, but next time I'll be wearing some of her mail items.
No doubt.
For necklaces and jewelry for men, and we're going to have it going. I want to thank my sponsors, and I have a few more that's coming in, and we're going to do the best thing we need to do. So with these last few minutes, I just want to let everybody know, being a certified life coach is such a blessing. And if you know me and you've been around me and you've been coached by me, you know I never allow someone to fail.
That's right.
If you fail, you're going to end up failing yourself. And I don't want to see that. I just want to see you rise. So tomorrow night, we got Coach Amber here. She's doing her Tuesday. Yeah. And I'm going to be back on here, and I'm going to tell my people to get on here, because even though one coach has one style, there's another coach that has another style that can help you out. And so we all working this together. But I want to, and Trail BU Radio, for this is my first time, and I'm excited to get to start my programming next week and everything. But I want to give a shout out to Ibiandi Marchetti, my cousin LaTonya, Cindy Michelle, that's my backbone right there. She helps me with everything. JP Palmer, been knowing him since my Navy days, and he always has a kind word to say about my coaching and how I've helped him succeed in life. I got my boy Hazir Razak on there, and Amber's here, always watching, supporting, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And if you missed out on this one, don't miss out on the next one, because it's going to be incredible.
Hey, and you can always go back to the BU Radio page and just go and click that video. You know, we're also on YouTube, Periscope, Twitch. You know what I'm saying? And then you can also download the Mixler app and just type in BU Radio. So download Mixler, type in BU Radio in the search, and then you'll see our little logo down there. If you look down to the right, you see the BU Radio Network logo. You'll see that on the Mixler app. Just tap on that thing, and you'll hear the music. You'll hear our voices. And, man, we got a lot of good content coming for you. A lot of good content. I'm going to tell y'all like this. Y'all better be tuning in, because he about to give y'all a lot of game.
That's it.
You know, and then there's a lot of success stories, man. I've had an opportunity to talk to some of the individuals that he's, worked with. So a lot of success stories, man. A lot of people big him up and put him on a pedestal. So he's going to be bringing a lot of that to BU Radio. So once again, it's a privilege and an honor to have you a part of the team, bruh.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled to be here. I tell you, in my younger years, I wasn't that humble, but I've learned that you get more with sugar than you do vinegar.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Once again, shout out to Amber J, man. I appreciate you so much for sending him our way. And like I said, it's going to be a whole coaching session. Hopefully every day we get a new coach. You know what I'm saying? So BU Radio is definitely open for the coaches. So if you looking to start your own show, do your own thing, bring something different though. Don't be trying to steal, you know what I'm saying, John's stuff. Come with your own point system or something.
There you go. It's enough for everybody.
So we got to get up out of here, man. Every single Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys are here, BU Radio, living your best life. Your best life.
Your best life, ain't no doubt.
Absolutely. So make sure you tune in, and we gonna see y'all he's gonna see y'all next week. I won't be on here. It'll be all him. I'm gonna be out the way. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy interviewing you, and once again, bro, welcome to the team.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So we gonna get up out of here, man. Good night to everybody. Y'all wanna listen in, go ahead and hit that BU Radio app. And we're going to do that. We got some music playing 24/7. We about this thing.
All right.
Blessings to everyone.